welcome to Cooking with the Serge, for the Serge. How you guys doing today? This is kind of like a dream I want to do. I wanted to do a cooking show, but I submitted all kinds of videos, but nobody like really paid attention to me. I don't know why. But let's get started. My passion is I like to cook, and I like to show people how to cook, you know? And so I want to do this. I'm using the World Wide Web to like use everything, you know, just to cook for you guys. So today we're going to end up actually cooking stuffed chicken. I'm going to make a risotto, and I'm going to make some zucchini. And let me just talk a little bit about myself. I'm a regular cook. I work in many restaurants. I don't want to say their names, but you know the drill. And I just want to do a cooking show, so I'm just using my camera, my friend's camera, in my friend's kitchen. And we're just using this to bring this to you. And I hope you like it, you know, because I do. So first, I got my grapes, my red onions, my white onions, my feta cheese, and my zucchini, and my whiskey. I like to drink when I cook, so World Wide Web, man. I got no censorship or anything, you know. Let's get started. I don't know the culinary term how to do this, but I call it making it a pocket. That's when I put the stuff in the chicken, so let's do this. So I'm just gonna make a pocket. Button coming, so I'm just gonna go. See a little pocket right here? The pockets will just make it a little deeper and deeper and deeper. Kind of like the Madonna song, you know, deeper, you know, whatever. But okay, the pocket's already made right there. Make a little more in there. I don't want to cut myself, but whatever. Keep it getting. Okay, let's just stuff the chicken. I got my feta cheese. I'm gonna put it in here, just like that. You know, just some more I have right here. You know, so it's ready. So I'm gonna grab some onions, regular white onions, you know, from the store, and some grapes. Put like 4 or 5 in there. You know, it's pretty much to get the flavor. You know, it's just nice and simple. See right here. Nice and simple. I'm going to grab toothpicks. Sit it right there. Sit it right there. You can usually use 3 or 4 toothpicks or 5. You know, it doesn't matter. As long as it's sealed and it doesn't do anything. So, for the chicken, I got my heated saute pan ready to go. And I get my olive oil. Where's my helper? Can you see my helper anywhere? There it is. Haha. Olive oil. I'm going to add a little bit to it. I like using olive oil because it gives a good flavor. Olive oil is good. Just enough to like fry up the chicken. You know, it's a teaspoon, tablespoon. Counts to like 2 seconds. You know. So I'm going to grab my chicken breast. And when I stuff with my onions, feta cheese, my grapes. I'm going to set that right. Sizzle. And I was kind of get up on cooking for my friends too, you know. I'm using 3 chicken breasts. The big one is mine, but they gotta take the small one, you know. That's for you, bro. So let me wash my hands with the chicken. You know, every time you use poultry, seafood, you gotta wash your hands, because if you don't wash your hands, cross contamination. I don't want to kill my cameraman. All myself, you know. Where's my towel? Right here. Just dry my hands real quick. Let's go take a look at the chicken, how it's going. See how it's cooking? The olive oil is just getting into it, you know. What I want to do is do like a little bit like a brown color. That's all I want, brown color. So just see what I mean. So right now, still white. I say it's going to take like about 1.5 to 2 minutes per side. You know, doesn't have to be brown, it could be white. But just don't let it get overcooked. So we're going to cook the chicken with chicken stock and Chianti wine, red onions, and grapes. A little different. But right now, whoa. Flip this. That's a little bit of the little brownish color right there. That's what you want. So right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come back here. I'm going to grab my bowl of red onions. You know, what I did is just cut them like in half moons. Cut it in half and just dice them up. I'm going to throw these in. Grapes. What I did, I cut the grapes in half. You know, so it look pretty. You know, the Serge like his food pretty. You know, so I'm gonna just throw these in. Add a bit more. You know, just whatever you want. If you like grapes, add the whole bunch. You know, I'm not saying like to add exactly what it is. Cheers. My mouth's a little bit dry. What I'm doing? See, come here. Come here. Right now, see, that's a pretty picture, ain't it? So we got our onions, we got our chicken, we got our grapes. So the chicken is cooking up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab Chianti wine. I love Chianti. Yeah, that's why. The way I thought about this chicken, I was drinking Chianti. No, I was eating chicken, but the chicken wasn't stuffed. It was just like plain chicken with, what was it? What was like the cream sauce? I think it was peppercorn sauce, I think. I don't know about drinking Chianti, I'm just feeling Chianti. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add Chianti all over the chicken. What's this, like about a little more? I'm like a third of the bottle. Yummy. So what's going to happen is the chicken is going to absorb the Chianti wine. So I'm going to grab chicken stock, add it right there, scoop it up. This how it's pretty much like 50-50 of wine and 50-50 wine and chicken stock. It could be less wine, could be more wine. Depends on your taste, you know. You're the chef. You know, you're the one cooking it. You're the one that has to use your taste buds. So I like a lot of wine, so I'm using a lot of wine. So I'm going to cover this up right now. Because what I got to do is just, I want to let the chicken cook like this. I don't know how to explain this. Just look at it right here. See how everything is getting fucked up? Like that's all, it's just all the flavors mixed into the chicken. It's going to absorb it. It's going to be delicioso. So we got to wait for this. It's going to take like about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So